347 Top K frequent elements. Given an integer array nums and an integer k return the k most frequent elements, you may return the answer in any order. Example 1. We have an array 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, and k is 2, so we need to get the two most frequent elements. We see that 1 appeared 3 times, 2 appeared 2 times. So 1 and 2. Option 1, here's how to resolve this problem. Option 1, use a map where the key is the item and the value is how many times it appears. So we need to count what is the frequency or how many times an item appeared. The obvious thing is for each item to put it in a hash table where the key is the item and the value is the number of times it appeared. Now the only thing that is left is to sort this hash table. Sorting is O of n log n. Placing everything in as counting is O of n, so it makes it overall O of n log n. Option 2, improvement over option 1. Instead of sorting, use a heap. This is a common theme when you need to sort, but the core of the problem is not sorting, but as in this example, only get the top k. Then we could utilize a heap. We still build a map in option 1, which takes O of n to build this map because we need to traverse all the items. This is the counting map. Then we build a heap using a heapify, which take O of n. Remove each item from the heap is O of log of n until we removed k items. So overall, this would make it O of k log n, and this would be better than option 2 of O of n log n if k is smaller than n. Option 3, O of n. Use buckets for finding the top k instead of sorting. Start as usual by building a hash table for counting how many times each item appeared, the same as the previous hash table. This would be O of n. The value is the number of times each item appeared. Now create an array of size the number of items we have, where in index I of the array would have list of the numbers occurring I times. So if we get the item from index 0, this would be the list of items that appeared 7 times. The maximum size of this array would be the number of items, because we cannot have an item appearing more than n. This is number of items. As you see, to get the top k, we just need to traverse the top k elements of this list. Overall, this means O of n for both creating the hash table and traversing the buckets list. Here is the actual implementation in Python with a bucket solution of O of n. Top k frequent. We get its input the nums and the k. Step 1. Put everything in a map. For 1, we have it frequency 2. For 3, frequency 1 actually. For 4, frequency 1. Step 2. Prepare the buckets. The buckets from 0 to nums.length, and the buckets are always sorted by index because it's by the index. Initialize first the map of appearances. Now go for each item in the numbers and increase it by 1 as it appeared. Initialize the buckets by the number of items that we have. Just initialize it. The buckets, each item in the bucket would be a list of itself of the numbers that appeared I times. Now for each item in the appearances map hash table, put it in the bucket according to the number of appearances. So we have a bucket, the index is the number of appearances, and we put item X if it appeared, number of appearances in the bucket. Now we need to get, we finished setting up the buckets, we finished setting up the hash map, and we need to get back the actual top k. So the result is an empty array. We go over the list of buckets from the end to the beginning, because the end is the item that appeared most times. We get out the X, the item that appeared I times. We append it to the result, and if we reached k, we return the result. So this was LeetCode 347 top k frequent elements.